Here we go again, 2 months later. Asian pears. Something related to Bartlett pears, I believe. Raspberries round 2. More raspberries. The sunflowers have kind of gotten bigger since 2 months ago. These guys in the foreground self-seeded from last year, and they're amazing. The guys towards the back were planted this year, and they're a little bit miniature in comparison. Straight ahead is quinoa, which is finally starting to turn colors, which happens very late in the game. They're kind of uniform for a long, long time. Quinoa's actually gotten so tall that it's falling over already, so I need to tie that up. Neighbor's cat's having a kite. This is the bean tripods, which have come a long way in 2 months. They are now conjoined at the top between the 2 tripods. 6 different kinds of beans, mostly drying beans, although here we're attempting limas, and they do seem to be doing okay. I don't know if this will read, but you can actually see the size of the limas through the pod now. So they're slowly growing. They like heat. I need to look up all my different varieties. With this humongous pod, I don't know what is. These blossoms are scarlet runner beans. Really beautiful. We're sort of done with the snap beans. What's left of the snap beans, we're just letting go to seed, which are these guys here. Back behind, more greens and radishes, second planting. Here's some bok choy, which is already bolting. It's a second planting. Peppers, tomatillos, more peppers. Some of them are getting a little bit of pepper rot. Lots of tomatoes near the back there. Different varieties, different colors, including black ones, if I can find them. These are black tomatoes. Look like eggplants, but they're tomatoes. Butternut squash. Very healthy kale this year. Not a lot of white larvae, which we had last year. A little bit, not a lot. Some variety of Asian cucumber. Long Chinese cucumbers here. which have very prickly little spikes on them. Zucchini's just starting. It was slow to go, but it's coming along. Got the blossoms there. That's some beans I'll have to look up that will just dry. That's chard from the original planting. It's still doing very well. Will cook down in stews and things very nicely. The dried bushes at the end are garbanzos. Got a pretty measly crop this year. This is the new fire pit with benches that were made by our friend Paul from a tree on his property. Hopefully we'll have some fires when Dad and Jan come. It's a mess back here because the plum tree's been pruned, but we haven't cleaned up the branches yet. This is Italian plums, which are super ripe now. I'll be picking a bunch of these to make a tart for later in the week. Those are all over the ground. We have some figs. That one's been nibbled on by somebody. But the figs much healthier than it was last year. More pears. Can't keep up. These guys have mostly fallen. Persimmons coming. I don't know if you can see them, and they're totally green right now. Here's one. That's a persimmon coming along. Blueberries are done. And Asian pears. That's what happens in 60 days.